Welcome to the first module of the Squarespace course. This is an introduction. So when you signed up, you would have received access to our website preparation guide and planner. So it's a good idea to leaf through that, because that sets out the steps with lots of resources in terms of preparing your content. I would say with any website you're developing, it is best to, the more preparation you do, the easier the build will be in terms of text, lay out your structure. How many pages are you going to have? What are the titles of those pages? On page 19 of the planner, there are that's the beginning of the workbook section, and I would suggest printing out from page 19, I think, to page 36, and take some time to fill that out. This is if you are looking to build a website for your own business or another business. There are other people who will have signed up to this course who just want to learn the skills. But I would say, even if you don't have a website in mind, or don't have a website that you think you'd like to build, maybe just think of one to build while we're doing this course. It could be for a fashion brand or a gym, or maybe a business you might want to launch someday. Maybe it could be for your own website development business. It's always good to have some sort of objective while learning a new skill set. And there are others who'll be doing this course who are using it to DIY their own Squarespace site. So either way, I would suggest reading through that guide, but also filling out the workbook pages, because that will help you get really clear. And I usually, when I'm doing a website for clients, I will usually create a folder on the Google Drive, and in that folder I can have subfolders, text document, Google Documents for the text, another folder for the images, and it's a great way to collaborate with clients. Other people prefer Dropbox, WeTransfer, but I personally love the Google Drive.